23 million was allocated. For 2016, 2017, that's just a mixture between us and the PNP. 700 million was allocated. For the 700 million was allocated. When we took over, we increased it to 2.2 billion and 85 million, right? For 2017, 2018, we spent 3.8 billion on roads, right? For 2018 to 2019, we spent 5.3 billion. For 2019 to 2020, we spent 5.8 billion. For 2020 to 2021, we spent 4.5. And for 2021 to 2022, we spent 4.8. So that was COVID time. We never really have the money, right? For 2021, 2022, we spent 7 billion. For 2022 to 2023, we spent 6.2 billion. For 2023, 2024, we spent 6.9. For 2023, 2024, we allocated 6.9 for 2023, 2024, but we spent 7 billion. For 24, 25, we spent so far this year, this is my tenure as minister, we have spent so far $8.7 billion on a road. So we are coming from, in 2014, 2015 under the PNP, $500 million on roads and infrastructure for the NWA to a point now where we are at 8.7 billion.
8 billion, yeah.
Right. That says to you how the difference between how the
administrations, yeah,
invested. So imagine if you're spending 500 million on roads, why would the government within the space of 8 years have to be spending $8 billion? It must mean that we were under investing previously,
yeah,
right? And the reason why we need a Spark program, is because of the underinvestment, right? The underinvestment is what has caused us to be spending $45 billion in community roads and having to be spent so far $3 billion on normal, reach $2 million and reach emergency, plus a couple other $1 billion, you know? So when they speak, we have to always have the facts to counteract it.
Listen, I want to ask a question regarding, still on the topic of roads. And I mean, the average Jamaican don't understand or know, and even those who know, they don't care which road is private road, which road belongs to councillor, which road belongs to MP. The politics of it, the citizens don't care. All the citizens care about is that they want their road fixed, right? I would have heard, I don't remember the information clearly, but I believe I heard that the government now, your administration is looking to put everything under one umbrella. Is this true? And if that is so, when would that be like an unofficial thing? And if not, why not? Why isn't it so? Because the pain point of road, it not going away. As far back as I can remember, roads is always, every election, road. During the tenure of any administration is always roads. So
Jamaica, Kizzy, as the, I don't know who was talking, if it was Kizzy or somebody else.
yes, it's Kizzy.
Yeah, Jamaica has one of the largest road densities in the world. So based on our studies, we have about 27,000 kilometers of road and counting. A mixture between parish council road, main roads, secondary roads, and so on. It is impossible for any government of an economy this size to immediately repair all the roads that have been neglected for so long, right? We're fixing roads that have not been fixed in 30 years. I'm fixing roads in my constituency that have not been fixed in 30 years. But the problem you have is that you have so much road belong to so many people. You have a road that belong to parish council. You have a road, where belong to RADA road. You have road that belong to housing scheme that weren't handed over. You have a road that belong to NWA. So there are so many different authorities. There's no one entity that can look at all the roads and say, well, these persons, even if you're gonna leave the roads ownership to those who own it, let's say the NWA or the parish council, there's no one entity that can look at the road and say this road wasn't fixed properly, etc., etc., etc. So what the Prime Minister is suggesting is that we have a discussion. We have not made a decision yet. We have a discussion and to see if we can have a one road authority, which is a one authority that regulate road and ensure that whoever responsible for the road fix the road and bring all the roads under one unified law. So even if you're gonna have farm roads and you're gonna have parish council road and so on, everybody must know their responsibility towards the road and when the road is supposed to fix and how much money should allocate to the road. So that's why we did the study on how much roads, and that's why we're having the discussion on how many on how we're gonna regulate our roads going forward.
So Minister, talking about that too. I have a good friend. He's one of the directors of cement company, and he's always at me to ask you, why is it that we are not using more concrete roads in certain areas that concrete road can be used? Because it has shown, like in Ferngully where it hold up, and certain parts of the thing, Juliet Holness constituency, and a few others where it hold up. Why is it that we're not moving towards that more?
Well,
in certain areas.
We're using more and more concrete, and the Prime Minister has committed to use more and more concrete. But concrete roads are not for everywhere. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
And concrete roads are multiple times more expensive than asphaltic concrete, right? So asphaltic concrete is the tar and the gravel and things mixed up with bitumen and so forth. So, for example, you can't put concrete roads everywhere. On our highways, a lot of it have a concrete reinforced base. So, for example, when they were building the highway, the South Coast Highway, it has a concrete base under it. So concrete was used. And there are some roads in rural areas, like some sections of Mrs. Holness constituency and so on, that have concrete roads. There are sections of the Bagwalk Gorge that are concrete. There are sections of Ferngully that are concrete. And since I've been minister, we have used concrete at the entrances to some of our gullies. So for example, Grand Spring Gully, we concrete it out. We did some work on a few other gullies, and we're planning to concrete Charlton Gully. So because we realize that the asphalt cannot manage the constant water intrusion coming out of the gully. So we are going to be using more concrete, but it takes a time. So think about it. You have contractors who have invested hundreds of millions of dollars in their asphalt plants. And you have people who have gone and trained for decades in asphalt manufacturing, and you have a whole industry that has developed our own asphalt. You cannot just immediately decide, all right, we're not going to use asphalt anymore. What happened to all those people who invested in their asphalt plants and all those people who invested in engineers who know to make asphalt road and so on? So while we are infusing more concrete road into the system, we're doing it in a very sustainable way that does not disrupt the ecosystem and put persons in peril.
I honestly believe, though, Minister, the most of, if not all of the parochial roads should be concreted so that you don't have the issue of fixing them I don't want to say every
You wouldn't get value for
election
money for
cycle.
that, though. So for example, you wouldn't get value for money for that. So for example, a parochial road in a community that has 20 houses, the road to concrete it is going to cost you $100 million. To use asphaltic concrete is going to cost you $20 million. You have to balance. So like, for example, if I had a choice in which road I would concrete tomorrow, I would concrete from private power company all the way up to stadium. Why would I concrete that road? Because it's a high volume road. It's a road that has vulnerability to damage and so on. So I would get value for money for that. I would spend the money doing that, right? But to concrete parochial roads to a great extent, you're not going to get value for the expenditure, right? Listen, the mistake we make, is thinking that asphaltic concrete road is a bad investment. If asphaltic concrete was not a good investment, then a majority of the first world countries in the world would not be using it still. Most of the roads in UK, in Britain, in Canada, in the first world countries are still made of asphalt, because one, it is cheaper, two, it is easier to maneuver. So let me give you an example. In order to lay down a concrete road, it requires significantly more preparation than an asphalt road. It also requires specialized equipment. So for example, I can put down, I already have rollers, I already have vibrators to put down my asphalt. But to put down my concrete road, temperature is one of the most important things. So while the asphalt can sit in the truck and hold temperature for 6 hours, the concrete cannot hold temperature for 6 hours. And in order for the concrete to harden at a particular density or hardness,
You need good weather.
requires it to be laid at a particular temperature and vibrated to remove the bubbles. And not only that, I can lay down asphalt to now, and within an hour you can drive on it. You cannot do that with a concrete road. I mean, in New York, where I see them doing concrete road near the airport, they did it at night and they had to use hardening agents, and it was closed for 12 hours. Now, even when it's closed for 12 hours, that concrete is still not hardened properly. It has to wait 15 days to properly cure, right? So you have to think both concrete and asphalt have their advantages and disadvantages. For regular road maintenance, asphalt is it. For specialized areas, whether it be areas that have a high water volume, whether it is areas that have effluent running across the road, like for example, asphalt doesn't do well with soap water. If you have an area where a lot of soap water running on the road, it's gonna destroy the asphalt. If you have a gully where people driving through the gully, it's gonna destroy the asphalt. So you concrete those. But for the general road maintenance, we're still gonna have to use asphaltic concrete.
Minister.
Yeah, Minister.
Please add, hold on there. Please add to it so that there's a certain science as it relates to the asphalt. Our temperature being in a tropical country does not guarantee us the flexibility to use only concrete, because the asphalt, there's contraction and relaxation.
Yes.
That meaning stretching and hardening that goes on with the asphalting. And our temperature allows so that if you put concrete and you dry good or dry too quick, or you force it or you hard, it just crack up. And then you're going to have a whole heap of uneven areas to drive on the road with the concrete. You can concrete certain areas where you run utilities under the road, like pipe and cable and then something there. Because when a time for repair, when you dig up the concrete and if you just cast back one little section, it's going to look unsightly, as well as it might cut up your tire and all them stuff. So there's a whole lot of different aspects of it to consider.
Yes, correct. I don't know if you want to take that first before me ask my question, Minister.
Repeat that?
No, man, it's all right. Maybe you already answered that already, but I want to ask.
Afternoon.
I want to ask a question. Can I ask about a road, Minister? Hold on the plank.
One at a time, the man call attack. We don't know, wait a little bit.
Yeah, Minister, I must say me really pleased at how, you lift up back yourself out the little mine where you did inner. Boy, last year, them time, I'm really did that work for you, but this year, my choice is that you make a comeback in terms of the whole parish and the constituency and so on. I can safely say, so we are going to win back them 5 seats there, if not 6, in a Clarendon. Now, what I like to ask you, Minister?
1 minute call, because he's on timeout, so I don't know if he receive a call or not. So it might very well be that he's not hearing you. So wait. Okay, now he's back. Now
I
you
hear
can.
everything. I was just listening.
Oh, you was
I was
checking
just
out.
putting on my headset.
Okay,
you hear everything.
1 minute call. The issue is when you go on tea time, we are not certain if it's a call or if you're still hearing. So that's why.
Yeah, man, that's all right. I understand.
Okay,
So I can answer Carl's question.
No, me not finish. Me not finish yet, Minister.
Oh, okay. All
Me
right.
not finish yet. All right. Spanish Town Road. I mean, is that right?
We're asking about North Central first. Let me answer that first.
All right, cool.
So a lot of people do not understand what took place in Moko. A lot of people do not understand what I had to go through for 4 years dealing with dealing with a person who spent their entire time.
Minister, you have a lot of kiddies in your background there. Minister.
I think you might try walking from the nice door.
Yeah, it sound that way.
Hear me now?
Yes, it just that.
You hear me now?
Yeah, but there's a lot of background chatter. There are some children in your background.
All right. Is it too loud? Is it too loud?
Like on duty.
No, man, we can hear you, man. Go ahead.
We can't hear you.
Hello. All right. So the issue is, a lot of people do not appreciate what I have to do. The election in Moko, of course, mistake.
No, see, the minister taking family time, and I must appreciate this. The minister take out time for them family time for the year talk to him. You see where I go? I'm gonna tap up the screen and share up the live. And wait, the ministers will come.
Because for a very long time, person.
But Minister Morgan, we're not hearing you. Minister?
So I never got a chance to sit as a member of parliament.
No. Hear you, boss. We're not hear you.
Minister, we're not hearing you.
Minister, we're not hearing. We are not hearing you.
Tell him take off the headphone, Kizzy.
Minister, take off the headphone. Take off the headphone, Minister. We're not hearing you.
Who was undermining me unless I'm going somewhere else?
No, take off the headphone. We're not hearing you.
No.
Minister,
Hold on
we're
a
not
second for
hearing
me,
you.
guys.
No.
Please, just give me 30 seconds.
So we weren't hearing you at all. All right, yes. I'm gone. But wanna see how it go? Because we want them to come on the live. But you see, it's a weekend, it's Saturday. And we are chipping at the minister family time. But that's how it go.
That's how it go.
Politics.
Yeah, the next MP who may talk to about she in our constituency. Minister, you want?
Part of the job.
Not back at him still mute.
I want to get that MP here, man, but she in our constituency at work.
Who that, Focus?
You no want to say. You better not to say who unless them.
I'm here. I'm back.
The minister, we weren't hearing you at all. The headphone not working.
You hear me now?
No, your background is way too loud.
All right, see you, Meadow. I'm gonna go back in my office.
Yes.
So that you can hear me better.
Yes, please. Thank you.
You hearing me now?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Boy, I'm really sorry for I stressing out this morning, but I'm glad I'm supposed to can hear me properly now.
We're hearing
Yeah, we
you loud and
appreciate
clear
it,
now.
We
Minister.
appreciate you
Right.
take time from your family time.
Yeah, man.
We
So the
appreciate
thing is, we
No
are
stress,
being
Mr.
able
Minister.
to,
No, well,
we've been
on
able to
Comas. Make him.
unify Moko, and the person who was being very disruptive and undermining the organization is now somewhere else trying to undermine that person who is in charge over there, you know, and it just demonstrates, and the people of Moko have recognized it. Listen, I said to the people in Moko, and I said it to the Chapelton and Rock River people, that they don't need to tell one lie to get a vote for me, because we have done enough work over the last 4 years to demonstrate to the people that we are performers. And the good thing is that we are no longer in a situation where we have to be fighting internally as well as externally. We don't have to be fighting one labor right in this campaign. We can focus on the primary goal of campaigning on our achievements in order to win the second term for us and the third term for the Prime Minister.
Minister, me we call the name for you. If you're afraid. I'm not
No,
afraid.
you see, them people I love send people come on my yard and video me. You know,
It's
so
not necessary to call him name.
Yeah,
Please.
necessary, man.
Necessary.
Make him-
Yeah,
I
man.
don't know if you guys
Basically-
remember the last time when they sent a car here to my home and served me with papers
Yes, sir.
and videoed me being served and then put it out online. And until now, we don't hear nothing about that lawsuit. So I have learned my lesson, and I don't, even if I don't have nothing good to say, I'm not call you here.
All right, who next?
Minister.
No, it never finish. I never finish with the follow-up question, you know, with the
What was your
Spanish Town
follow-up
Road
question?
argument. Can I go now?
Yes,
Got
what's-
you,
Yeah, man,
Carl,
go ahead.
got you.
All right, Spanish Town Road. I have a problem with it because I'm a road user. In particular, I'm a driver. Over the years, from Spanish Town Road and Maxfield Avenue, go straight out to 6 Mile. That road is needs some real proper immediate attention. It's have no light, little or no light. The other night I was driving, and when I reach up to where the examination depot is, I almost run over some children. No light is on the road bad. Well, in recent time, I see some like a patching go on there. What are the plans for Spanish Town Road, Minister?
It's gonna cost us $60 million to do the work that we plan to do on Spanish Town Road. Spanish Town Road is a part of the plans that we have for what you call capital expenditure. It includes some work to be done on Marcus Garvey Drive as well. So the long-term vision is to look at both Marcus Garvey Drive and Spanish Town Road as one. We have to deal with the sewage issue on Spanish Town Road, which they are working on now. In the interim, we're going to be spending approximately about $60 million over the next 6 to 7 months to do some repairs on Spanish Town Road. The issue of streetlights is something that I would have to raise with the minister responsible for street lighting. But as it relates to the surface of the road, we're going to be doing a lot of work on it in the next 6 months, even if it's not to repair it properly. It is to give it some level of drivability that for the comfort of commuters like yourself.
All right. Afternoon again, Minister Morgan. All right. We hear PMP come with a 10-year road rehabilitation program, which in my headspace, based on the communication from you, the PM, before Minister Warmington and thing, I think of the same thing, right? The same plan. Spark, we never give a deadline on Spark. But again, NWA said to bring all of Jamaica 27,000 kilometers of road in good condition, not excellent, in a good condition. I think the figures was $3 trillion.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess based on you guys' research and policy direction of, you know, the kilometers of road and find out how much you fix them, the condition that they are in a way. Isn't my opinion what PMP is basically we will not do already?
So I don't look at what people say, no. I usually look at what people do. And we have a lot of history with what the PNP has done. And the PNP has not been good for Jamaican roads. The fact is that this administration has spent up to what? If you look at normal roads, we're not talking about highways, we have spent approximately 8 to 10 times what the PNP has spent in the last decade. Because of what we inherited. And the reason why we inherited it in the way it is because they didn't have any money to fix the roads, because they squandered the money through FinSAC and through mismanagement. We have been good stewards of the economy. So we are able to do a Spark program where we don't have to borrow $1. Back in the day when we were doing JLP and MDIP, all of those were loans. We're now doing the Montego Bay perimeter road without a loan. It's government money. You understand? So the PNP is trying to spend money that they didn't save. They're trying to plan for the budget that we created. And that's why people have to recognize that the PNP cannot come up with a 10-year road plan on their own, because the money that they're planning to spend in a 10-year road plan is the money that the Jamaica Labour Party government has ensured that the country is able to have, because we have managed the place properly. The second thing you have to say as well is that the management of the National Works Agency and the portfolio has improved under the government. For example, we are not saying that we are able to fix every road, but when the people call on us like they did last year, we had to declare a road emergency that has never been done before. And we never came and said pothole free by 2025. We said we're going to do our best. They came in 2022 and said pothole free by 2003, and we still have pothole, right? We came and said we're going to declare road emergency, we're going to fix the main thoroughfares, and anyone who is fair can come on and say that the road conditions across the island have improved significantly over the last 4 months. But it's a work in progress. We have a lot more community roads to fix. We have a lot more main roads to fix. A lot of our main roads are at end of life, which means that they're going to require total rehabilitation. That's going to take some time. By next year, this time, we'll be on our way to fixing 60 of the main roads under phase 2 of the Spark program. That is when we finish phase 1 of Spark. Currently, we are about to fix 100, or started to fix 140 Spark, 126 Spark roads. And by April, May, we would have added another 126 roads to the Spark program. So by September, October, we would have fixed approximately 250 thereabout roads under Spark. That has never happened before.
Minister, wait, before we're going to, how much, you know what you need for the know? Like how you guys tell us the amount of kilometers you have, 27,000. I don't think we're not going to go more than that, because we're basically almost finished. How much kilometers of road you guys fix already? I remember the cost per kilometer right now. You had mentioned it. I don't remember.
The cost per kilometer to do a Spark road is $45 million thereabout. $45 to $50 million.
Explain it in a that way. If you can break it down and give that explanation, I think the people them appreciate.
But here's the challenge with it. People do not really care about how much per kilometer you spend on the road. You know what they care about is that the road fixed. So if you go on Riches Avenue and ask the people on Riches Avenue, what are they happy about? We're happy to say the road are fixed, Minister. If you go on up by Orange Grove on Long Lane, the people are happy that the road fixing. If you go to Stewarton, where they are going to start fixing in my constituency, what people care about, they don't care about who fixing the road. They don't care about how much money you're spending to fix the road. They just want to know that the road fixed and the road lasts. So Julian came to Parliament, or whoever it was, and tried to get into this argument, say, we're only fixing 4% of the 27,000 kilometers. Ask Julian and them how much percentage of the 27,000 kilometers did they fix? They cannot answer that question because based on the quality of the roads that we inherited, we had to come up with Spark, we had to come up with Reach, we had to come up with Reach Emergency, you know, and that's just the facts. Yeah.
Remember we came to Moko, you know, before 2019. I remember what we told you about the road.
Critical roads that the community needs to access. We not promise this and we'll fix every road as minister, because that would be impossible. What I'm trying to do is fix critical infrastructure, fix main corridors, fix entrances. For example, Prime Minister of this program where the NHT will fix scheme roads. So Sangster Heights in my constituency, every single road in Sangster Heights has been repaired. And there are several other housing schemes across the island that are being repaired, totally repaired by the National Housing Trust. These are the types of initiatives that we're doing so that we are not only fixing roads that you travel on between towns, we're fixing roads in your community. And while we're not able to do all of them all the time, people can be assured that we're coming to
Minister, the PMP are claiming these schemed roads, like the one in Linstead, Charlie Mount scheme.
They
The
can't
councillor,
We can't claim that because that
the
money was
councillor,
allocated long
right?
before.
Then while you don't know,
Wealthy.
say Miss Welty, you don't know, say Miss Monday claim the road there.
They know
That he fixes
Yeah,
scheme.
but I will suggest to you that councillors and MPs on either side do not spend money.
we know that, Minister
It
Morgan.
is the
We know
government
that.
of Jamaica that transfers the money to whether it be the parish council or to the National Works Agency for the roads to be repaired. So every road we fixed in 2016, the JLP government fix it. Whether it be a parish council road, whether it be a national road, whether it be a RADA road. So anybody who come to you and tell you, say, them.
On a weed,
No, me say, if
he
they
was
come to you
there.
and say it, the simple answer is every single road we're fixing in Jamaica since 2016, and the JLP government fix it because it is the government that passes the budget. It is the government that collects taxes and puts it in the consolidated fund. It is the government that transfers the parochial revenue fund to the parish council that they use to fix the roads.
We
If
let the
government
people.
does not transfer the parochial fund, then no road can fix by the parish council.
We let people know. We let people know.
Hold on the plan. Hold on. Because let's see, we don't make that.
Anyway, I
Hold on,
have 5
Winston.
minutes. I have 5 minutes, so the kids are waiting on me. I have 5 minutes.
So, Minister, you are saying that out of the consolidated fund, MPs don't spend any money on that to fix roads?
No, MPs don't spend money.
No,
MPs
I
a
mean,
recommendation.
they don't recommend that. Yeah, that what I mean.
So the MP would recommend, and the National Works Agency or RADA or whichever agency implements. So when a councillor says that he wants to fix a road and he goes to council, he can't go fix the road. Is the mayor and the parish council CEO implement the fixing of the road, and that money comes from the consolidated fund, because when we collect taxes, it goes to the consolidated fund, and then the money is then sent to the parish council as a part of the parochial revenue, right?
All right.
So the parish
All right, I
council.
can ask one question now.
More minister, I don't know. I don't know. You have
I can ask one question now.
Sure.
Go on, plan.
I was asking about a road in Northwest St. Catherine, Wakefield, and
It's difficult for me to speak to you about a specific road like that because I wouldn't have the information about it here.
Okay. Because that area is a dilated labor right area, and the people
I don't fix roads.
they are suffering under the PMP.
Let me say this.
The
minister answer your plan.
As a minister of government, I'm on this program publicly, and let me say this to you. This government does not fix roads based on the political persuasion of the people who live on the road.
Exactly.
So please do not involve me in that sort of conversation.
Every road in Corville Gardens have been fixed, and
Right.
Corville Garden, Hilton, and
My
then
issue,
Modernizing.
Minister.
Jamaica deserves to have
One at
proper
a
roads.
time.
where they're
One at a
PNPR.
time, please. Wait until the minister finish and wait until the other speaker finish.
My issue, Minister, is based on the amount of roads that we have to fix. I'm not sure that we have enough contractors to bring out the work.
We don't have a shortage of contractors.
We don't?
No, we don't.
No.
We have
Procurement.
more contractors than work.
Procurement. for the problem.
Remember, you know, we have a procurement process, right? And we have a weather process too. Because if rain or fall, road can't fix. You understand me? So
Remember, we have China Harbor. Sorry,
I get that right now.
we have China Harbor, we have Lagan, we have Vinci, we have Buick Travel. Remember, you know, Jamaica is no longer a closed off place. There are international companies who are in here doing work. There are large local companies like S&G, like ACE, like all of these companies who are here doing a lot of work in the country, right? So it's not a case where we're only depending on, when we send out an international tender, anybody in the world can, if it's a big enough project, can bid on it, like Spark. Four international contractors came to look at Spark. Yes, and you have also other companies in Jamaica that are big as well, where with the company that did Grange Lane was almost a $2 billion project. The country that is going, company that's going to do health shot, that's another $2 billion, is a local company. So we don't have a shortage of contractors.
Okay, all right. People want to allow me something. I have two questions to ask the minister. Because the minister has to go, right?
Last two
All right,
questions.
minister. Yeah, minister. Technology have you implemented or employed in the workmanship in fixing roads and going forward?
We're using artificial intelligence to determine the quality of the road historically, and what we have found is some of the roads that were made historically were not made with good quality. That's one. We're also implementing warranty on our roads. So every road that is built by, let's say, China Harbor Spark Road, it have to have a warranty. This South Coast Highway Improvement Project, there's a 2-year warranty on it. So if anything happens to the road that is caused by how you fix the road, you have to fix it, just like what you see happen in
Yalas.
in Barbican. Yes, even though the warranty not kicking in yet. But if you look at what happened in Barbican, people are wondering why we are digging up Barbican, why we are fixing Manor Park. It's because there's a warranty, and you need to, if we see flaws coming up, you're gonna have to fix them based on the warranty of the road. The other thing that we have implemented, which is not really technology but really a management thing, is that we don't pay you unless the road is properly. So if we inspect the road and we see left asphalt on the sidewalk, you're not going to get paid. So you have to go and clear the asphalt. And the other thing that we're also doing is we're keeping a very strong monitoring thing on our roads, in the sense that we are now going to put in a budget that if we fix this road and the road is supposed to last for 7 years, we are programming in our budget that 7 years time money needs to be in the budget to fix that road, which is why we did the study. We use Mona Geoinformatics, and we use the Ministry of Economic Geospatial Unit to map all of the roads, the 27,000 kilometer roads across the island. Because in many cases, we did not know where these roads were. We did not know that these roads exist. We did not know who was responsible for a lot of these roads. So we now have a map. We now have a map of all the roads that are in Jamaica, and we're doing an assessment to see what is the state of every road in Jamaica using geospatial technology, and we're using artificial intelligence as well to do some of the data analysis.
Yeah. All right. But my last question is the A and B part, right? Quickly. What are the 3 greatest challenges you face as a minister since you move from information to Ministry of Works? I mean, because I don't know your background in construction, but what are the 3 greatest challenges you face as a Minister of Works, and what are the greatest challenges you're facing in the ministry, in a seat?
The biggest challenge I faced as Minister of Works is the procurement process, but we did some amendments recently that should make that a little bit easier so we can fix the roads quicker. The second biggest challenge I face is weather. I tried to patch roads in rain last year and embarrassed myself where we had to dump a lot of asphalt because people were upset that the roads them dead, and them said, patch the road them, and we say, all right, we could try. and we lost some asphalt there. The third biggest challenge we face is the fact that the people have expectations and they see the work that we're doing and they expect us to perform greater than we are performing because they know that we can perform. They know that we are going to do the work, right? So when you find somebody who is doing the work, you're going to pour more work on them. The biggest challenge I face in my seat is time. I wish I had more time. I'm there 3-4 days a week. I wish I could be there 7 days a week because we have a lot of things going on, a lot of projects going on. And I like being in my constituency more than I like being in Kingston. So I wish I could have more time to spend in my constituency.
Okay. All right.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much, Minister. Thank you very
much.
All right. Give thanks.
Bless up, Minister Morgan. Bless up, brother.
And here we have Omar in the comments. A quarrel say from man in him ask.
Why do they never ask Carl if he never listen to a budget? Carl never listen to a budget. The question when he asks, the Prime Minister never talk about either budget.
You see, this is the thing, and when me say we have a screen who come up and what have you, because we don't want certain put the minister in a certain position or the visitors in a certain position, people vex.
What Kizzy?
Your plan can ask one question?
Yeah.
Plan, keep the go so. Road fix for funds allocated, plans and them thing there.
No, everybody asks about road. If my minister road, he's supposed to know about the road. I want to tell me the foolishness.
No, I can't know about every road and half.
What do you mean? Then not my minister of road.
Plank. All right. You think say, hold on, man, Plank. You think say Minister Tufton know everything about something there? About
health.
About health?
And every hospital, half of the top and head.
Even not doctor, even not a medical doctor.
He's supposed to know what go on. He's supposed to know what go on in our ministry.
Come on, Plank.
So don't tell me no foolishness.
Plank better than that. Plank we expect better than that from you.
Don't tell me no foolishness.
Morning, Arcade. Morning, Arcade.
Managers.
Plank. Plank, you see you Plank, and that's why people as I say you're disruptive, Relax yourself, Plank, man. Try and tap make problem. Let me deal with Omar. Can me see Omar say he embarrassed and he ask for morning and he that uneducated. Omar, nobody's implying that. Omar at one point the live had 400 people on the live. You don't see how many persons are requesting to come up, and we are trying to do it as orderly as possible. It is impossible to get everybody in the box. There are only 8 spaces, right? There are 9 spaces in total. 1 belongs to the host, me then one. So that means say only 7 available. And everywhere we try to rotate it. And even when I said to the people, say ask one question and then jump. Nobody no really a jump. So don't quarrel.
But me not get to ask my question. I'm not quarrel.
We not disrespect nobody. We not have no reason to do that. And you are here with us every day, so it wouldn't be an issue to bring you up. But and the minister will come back, and then some questions that some of you guys want to ask is it don't make no sense because these are public information. And I may tell you the truth. We as labor rights, we're supposed to be well informed and better informed. So when we are going to ask questions that are already in the public regarding even Spark, that we can just jump on the website and go ask. I mean, if there's clarity that is different. So we just relax and not create no excitement, man. We not do no curry favor while we are one over here.
Yes,
Mr.
Me not get my question.
Well, happy. You'll bring up in the back and I did not get to pose the question, but it is very concerning to me. It is very concerning to me because as a motorist, I see it happening too often in too many places. When we have especially rainfall, same recurrent potholes in the road, right? Not new ones, but the same one them were patch. What this private contractor set out to do, Kizzy, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. They will get the contract and they will come and they will throw the mall into the pothole. And they basically flush the mall with the surface of the asphalt. And then they will put about 1/2 inch of barber green or asphalt over that mall. And so vehicles start to drive over it. And within 2 days, and every unit will drive over that pothole and everything just crumble again. So when we have the slightest of rainfall, the same pothole then recur.
You know, I was pleased. I was reliably informed that a lot of times when you see this, it's because there's a leaky pipe underneath, but water commission don't come to fix the pipe. So it'll bubble up underneath. But because the road, people cuss about the pothole, but they don't know what.
I'm not speaking
And that me here see a lot of ways.
No,
it's pipes underneath.
No. I would disagree with you as well, Kizzy, because you have
that's
era. And that's not the case. Because like in point, that's not
it's not like it is one particular, it's not like it is one spot.
Father Winston, hold on the Father Winston. Let me tell Kizzy what I'm going. Kizzy, just when they fix the road, then just left it and gone. They need to put some cone around it and make it dry properly. And that's the problem.
True,
you understand? So
true, because by the time they patch it, the driver start driving.
So it stink. That Winston has said, it's like every vehicle sink it and leave back a pothole same way.
Yeah, true.
You understand? So them now fix it properly. Them now spend no time and fix it and block off this with a cone and make people go around.
You see, the engineering or the way they fix pothole in Jamaica, right. Because if the pothole is in a circle, they fix it in a circle.
Them
you have to square it round.
Yes, square it.
No, I guess them are going right.
Yes, rest Rick style. They all about them square it out. Listen, you see the other day? The other day, me go to the grill, you see in Hanover. You see in Hanover, man. Me I tell you, me drop in a some hole. Because them square it out and then them no fix it yet. And you know, at night I come down and me can't swing out of them because oncoming traffic. Yeah, right. Me I tell you, I drop in a some hole. Jesus, deep.
Yeah, and I think the minister made some valid points, as in how they changed.
1 minute, Rascal.
I think the minister made some valid point in terms of good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me. I think the minister made some valid point in terms of how they have now changed how they look at the road, and like we're saying, like the way how they now do it, where they cut out the square, rip it off and stuff, is something that is that I see happening in Point, because I think Plank
Plank have to jump now, because I can tell you now that the minister is not there. You know it go already. We won't be bombarded with comments, right? And requests. The thing is, this is what we have beg no guys. Support the lives more. You see, when we're more familiar with, it encourage me even more. For somebody when me never no pitch that me can't identify. You see if Rickster come here come road, me can't find Rickster and know if it put Rickster in place. But we cannot have people here as our guests. No matter if
everybody about me out, that's me road, just be myself.
Yes, exactly. And you definitely need to relax a little clock.
We don't say you can't ask question, but that
Never
too
ask
part in
nobody.
this
Never
question. You
You
ask.
can't
can't
ask that.
ask
No.
question we put the minister in a problem because
No,
you
them
know
people love screen record already.
Damien can't come over here and say anything, you know. It won't be screen recorded
Man, no minister.
and make the rounds. But if
guys,
Nesta
never say
Morgan
something.
say nothing, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
different
but
case.
never say something. Never say something. Never say something. Regardless, Nesta, I wanna we need to pressure him too. Him need to get pressure.
But the objective is not to pressure him
Thank
though.
you.
The objective, the objective is not to pressure. The objective is to get information and get the correct information from the right source. So you
But if we are pressure, we can't pressure him.
Me
So.
on the kids, me know.
Sorry guys, we cut off JT.
Yes, say yes, sorry, darling. We'll get tired of ourselves sometime. Make sure finish plank. A plank again, you know, a plank again. This plank here. Me out your mind.
Like plank it near your share, live near, I guess, or from until.
Oh yeah, same era. So,
Tufton, yes, so Tufton is my MP.
No, but Amos a plank MP.
Yeah, so we
But
should
at the same era
they're
about
the same, but they're not the same borderline business. So yeah, but I think I did say what I was saying before though.
All right, Kizzy, let me tell you the road where other places NESTA tell us. As a EMC, a lot of the road, and the studies show that a lot of the roads were never built properly. So,
obviously, we know Jamaican contractor that do a good job.
All right, so you see a lot of the potholes really in a bad road. A road them when the pothole them start come up.
Because me go jump off for a minute and come back. Don't give me backs to nobody. Me soon come back.
Them for scrape and fix all of the road, but the money were involved for fix road, as I hear NESTA tell you, especially a spark road where you have to put in drainage and piping, and you have to put fiber optic under. A whole heap of money for do it. So for the people watching, go and build up the economy till they can get the money there for fix the road there. So most of the road them where you see patching do pan. Unless it's a new road, when the patching go back, when the pothole patch, trust me, if rain fall heavy vehicle drive, it all dig up again because the underneath, the base, no good.
That's why I said that the minister gave us some very good information, because the minister says that now, with all road being fixed, you have a warranty. So all of them, it won't cost the government twice the amount to fix the same problem. So now contractors have to, and the mere fact that outsiders are now involved, them coming and them that bid is from anywhere around the world. The contractors in Jamaica now need to look at themselves and say that, okay, we need to do the job and do it properly, because we can't afford for outsiders coming and we had to take over for we business.
Not contractor, but government supposed to regulate it properly.
The government regulation, all right, Winston.
No, man. No.
Hold on. More understand. Hold on, no. Tommy.
Yes.
Can you repeat?
Minister, I learned that basically roads now being repaired, contractors have a warranty. So people cannot, the sloppy job that is being done on repairing our roads are no longer there. Once you have a warranty, it don't have the space for a sloppy job anymore, because it won't cost the government, it will cost you as a contractor to repair what you have already done. You collect it already. You do the work sloppy, and he also even mentioned that if it is sloppy, you won't get paid. Then again, there is this other thing that they did where he said that you can bid on it from anywhere around the world. So the first time it was just in probably in-house contractor, Jamaican contractor. So then do as they wish. Nyam off the money, get out the money, get it off, and don't do the work properly. Now contractors have to look within themselves and get the work done properly, because them can't afford for person from outer road to come get because of them stopping it. Because if me I use, it's the same like me I make a house. I mean use persons within my community to do the contract first. If me get a stop job, when me I do no more addition, me not gonna use them. Me I go outer road go look somebody else.
You know, Tammy or Tamara, how you pronounce your name. You see,
Come on.
yeah. Sorry for butchering your name. Anyhow, what I wanted to say, you see, when you live things, you have the experience of it over a trajectory of times. I know of roads here in Portland where sometimes this road has fixed so much oftentimes, and you see the same sloppy job take place over and over and over. And whenever time the scarce resources are available, it cannot move to a different road because the same road with the same pothole keep recurring. And it is full time now. It's especially when time the money break down to the constituency level to do some patching. That's where it's time to the government. They are the ones who are not giving value for money. And this is where the National Work Agency, who is the government body who is responsible for the road, for the oversight of the road, are falling down big time on the job.
Yeah, but
and
that's why
full time now for our democracy to call out to those
yeah,
people,
but Winston, if you were
people
listening to
accountable.
yeah, but listen, Winston, if you were listening to the minister, he said that all that policy
But
has
this is just
changed.
grand. This is just grand talk. This
No,
is
but
just grand talk
Hold
because
on there,
you're
hold
not
on there,
seeing the
hold on
no,
there,
he
contractor
hold on
doing the
also
there.
work.
Winston, you're not being fair because he
What do
also
you mean
gave
I'm
Give me
not
a
being
setup.
fair?
he
Give me a
also
setup, plane.
gave an example of what happened, whereas he says that no contractors are given they have to give a 2-year warranty on the road.
Yeah, but them
That
they are only for new.
warranty
Yeah. Hold
means
on, no.
that it come out of feed pocket if the road damaged by fault, and
Right.
he even
You're
mentioned
still,
money.
Amari, you're still missing the point. These will happen on the major
Only
infrastructure.
for new infrastructure. Them
New
they for
road,
patching
like
and
the
patching.
St. Thomas, the
Winston,
Ugly Park, the
Winston,
Constant Spring Road.
Winston,
Yes.
Winston, let me answer you, right? Kind of makes sense to go over and repeat yourself, me hear you. If you remember, say, certain contracts under $1 million don't go to the parliamentary, right? Because of the cost of it. Well, Lisa Anna, they do all part of MPs and do. Them, them have under $1 million, right? So then I have to go through the parliament
procurement guideline.
Hold on, my add back easy. All right. So what may I say to you is that what is happening now is that them are engulf all of the road them under the Ministry of Works now. You understand me? So you see, if there's a problem, right? Can remember now the NWA still a carry for the most part, right? And the major contract the way see them are good with the highway and the big thoroughfare them, that's a different thing. But for the parochial road, the community road, them are the NWA and some other places, big roads too, right? You see, if there's a problem, Winston, instead of you call out the minister, right? All we have to do, you understand me? I make sure so we get the name of the contractor. But we have to do the background work. Get the name of the contractor. You understand me? And then we provide this information to the minister or to a parish council or to a councillor or the MP and say, listen, this section of the road was done by this contractor. You understand me? And this is the situation right now. I will pressure that person because at the end of the day, the local government personnel, which is the councillor, the mayor, or the MP, is still in charge of that jurisdiction in the constituency, right? So when we get on the platform, oh, I just talk on him, so we can't do that because the work.
listened keenly to what the minister was saying. He wasn't only specific. From my understanding, my listening and my intelligence that I gathered, it wasn't only about the highway. He probably used the highway. He said if you take up the road as a contractor, you have to give 2-year warranty on it. Whether it be the sparks, the emergency, or whatever.
I thought that was clear, Tamai, because that's why he mentioned Constant
yeah,
Spring
and he said that
because those places are not highways.
Yeah, and he said that if they do a sloppy job, he will not be paying them. That is what he said. So
that was said
we
in Parliament.
Exactly. So that is why, and he also said that no scheme road, because a lot of persons in the scheme, they do complain because once, for example, Matalan, they met the scheme. That's it. Signal Spanish Town full of a scheme when from the road from them live, they never fix. And now listening to the minister, he says that no, the government is now putting NHT to manage the scheme roads. We have to it makes no sense. We have these people on the platform and we are not listening to what they're saying. The minister's session was a very informative
He gave
session.
example of three places. Out of St. Thomas where the road is sink because of the hurricane, I think, right? Mona and Barbican.
Punkos.
Yes, so we get it not cost the government.
We are aware of those guidelines that is put in place for those major projects, right? But the problem what we are having in is the local community roads.
Winston,
Let me ask
the question. Did you join after the minister joined, or were you in the comments? Because I never seen. Did you hear everything that was said?
He was here when the minister was here.
Well and wealthy. Can make him answer because I think Winston joined late. I never did a listen.
No, I did a listen, Kizzy. Kizzy. You see, when we have interest in what I have interest in a Kizzy, I try to find out enough information about it, right? For all the way where the minister has said, I have heard much of it has been said before, right? But what I am saying is, Kizzy,
much of it said before by whom? By whom?
I don't understand Winston what you're saying.
Let me tell you what Winston has said.
Because the minister
You know the reason why you guys not understand what I'm saying. Apologize for the discrepancy that people are talking about.
What are you making reference to?
What are you talking about?
What discrepancy are you referring to? Because I really want you to elucidate me at this point in time.
Winston, you have the floor. Everybody move. Exactly what we are apologizing for.
When a person come on and speaks about discrepancy that he's seen happening in his constituency or other constituency concerning the poor patching of road that have been taking place. If you don't want me to be more specific, I can even be more specific. Right? Yes, the minister may come out and say something, but when the local contractor out there working, you're not seeing it taking place.
It is your duty in your community to report them.
Another thing again.
We're not gonna move on. No, Winston. We're not gonna move on.
No, well, it's the same issue.
Winston. No, Winston. Me could even one at a time, Winston. I hear you. I understand what you're saying, but I answer that, So say them do one community road then, right? And the road no fix good, right? Or part of the road no fix good. Make sense. Answer it. Get the name. Yes, the road worker go on. Get the name of the contractor. That are your right as a taxpayers. Who is the contractor for this road? You understand me? Right? And then they simply say if the road is not done properly, you take photograph of it, the date and time. You understand me? Write a report. And then you bring it to your parish council representative, which is a councillor, whether PMP or JLP, or your MP. You understand me?
Punkos, listen. Most times you see, when your community road is being get fixed, most times, majority and most of the residents do not know the scope of the work, the duration of the work, the cost of the work, nor the name of the contractor, right? And maybe somewhere on some government website, maybe them put up that. But how many people have time or have the know-how to go Google things on government website?
Can I address this, please? So, Winston, the issue now is the onus is on you as an individual to get the information. We have the Access to Information Act, where you can request information through parish council or whatever government agency you wish to have information about. The government responsibility is to do the work. The information is out there. Mention about information as well doing the work, as you so put it then. So you can't have it both ways. It's either they're doing the work and you want them to do the work.
This is another excuse.
Let me finish my point.
You have a ministry and a collaboration. A collaboration of ministry.
Hold on, Winston. We're not going to do this.
Lousy excuse.
Winston, don't be disrespectful. Wealthy, speak. You make Wealthy finish now, please.
Because information is always there. The National Work Agency has always put out information in terms of the road being fixed. Your local councillors normally put out information when the roads are being fixed also. And this information is always highlighted on some of the social platforms as well as JIS website. So the information is really available at our fingertips. It's just simple. Press of a button.
To the marriage where only walk with the radio. And that Winston I talk about.
No, but
everybody have missing point.
The problem is with this country democracy. We do not want to hold our government or our agency
but Winston,
to a high
if
international standard. Winston. And that's why Jamaica we are protect. We don't have a good day.
Winston, if I am in them come a painting and them come patch my road and 2 weeks and 2 days pass and the road mash up, what me go do? Me go start make nice because that don't make no sense. So it don't really matter if you use the website, yes or no. There's always a way. If you see you can always voice it. That is just my opinion.
We understand everybody.
All right, Rista, explain why you think you understand.
Everybody reason with emotions, isn't it?
With emotions.
Winston in my emotions, isn't it? When he
cannot see Winston in my feelings, I mean, understand why Winston in my feelings like that.
Where we are trying to understand what the minister does it, see? Is it every road where I get fixed in Jamaica, whether main thoroughfare, parochial road, are they all under insurance? That's the argument that try to get to. So the road where we get patching by reach, if the road dig up again, is it the owners and them to come fix it back?
But Rickster, we would have all heard when the minister said they are in discussion. So there is no way that these community patching roads could have involved
in insurance.
In insurance. No,
that doesn't mean the main contract.
The main new roads now we're on the new contract. Because no other government before did not
put anything in place.
That we get value for money. And to come here now and say, I respect that for Mr. Winston. I don't know me and Mr. Winston there every day.
I say I'm good.
But me no rate Mr. Winston being so emotional. I mean, that outburst here and I talk about apologies and protect party and a fucker Winston attack and no know me not afraid to tell him. Me know me rate Mr. Winston. Me and him there and I know first me and him I go butt head. But we are go butt it today. Because we not have no reason to protect the party. Minister Morgan just freshly new in the ministry. And we would have seen where he's out there, actually out there. And when he come on to Spark, we actually get a complete website where we can go do all our information.
First in our history.
First in our history. So a lot is being changed. And we as labor rights, if we can have patience and wait for the change to take farm, then we expect comrades them for we know that,
do the work.
and that is recognized, Munchian, because you never there when the minister talk, but everything was made very, very clear. That's why I think Winston did a listen Winston in our feelings today, but me not believe say. Me believe something there for Mr. Winston. I believe something there for Mr. Winston. I can't miss
Winston. I don't make Mr. Winston. I when I comment at Winston, I don't know if go. I don't love jump up and cuss people too. I came to another cuss me look a while. No go on Mr. Winston.
But Plank, me not tell a lie. I did want to lick the throat.
Much emotions in our reasoning.
No, blacking. Well on the guys, him have every reason to express himself. But let me say something. No. This morning, me wake up to one conversation, you know. And me wake up to the conversation. Nicole the day in one box and get beaten. I'm going to tell you why. Wait, you see when PNP do it, we always ask them. But so if labor rights do it, we are going to ask them the same. And the same thing I'm going to tell Nicole Lee this morning, me I go tell Winston now, and me I go tell anyone now who has labor rights. You understand? Remember, we in a public space, right? And every day we preach and say, comrades, we have more patience, the road can I don't know better than comrade. I don't know protecting and apologizing for nothing or what have you. We have a new for years. We did have my name Wami in the ministry, right? And now there is a change at the head. And we if anyone uno say, remember Punkus ask the minister some question, you know, and him tell him why challenges to the new ministry, you know, right? Him tell him outline that it was a very good question. So we have to have patience and wait to make the minister grow in his work and in portfolio. And if you say, you observant, I want to know because me tell you this all the time, labor rights not supposed to ask foolishness because you're supposed to have information, especially those of us who are on the platform every day and preach to others, right? So we would have seen where the minister is very hands-on. He has been available at several cabinet press briefing. We see him on the road doing work. We see the energy, new energy we are putting at the Ministry of Works, right? And he was very clear just now. So when nobody got asked no foolishness, I don't care for Mr. Winston, I love and respect. Me I go run him way. I don't know me no partial.
And it was very informative.
But full-time, I would say contractors are the senior contractors that are doing the work.
True, you have subcontractors we get it on a lower level. We get the work.
These community roads, especially the patching program.
True.
So when you have those persons doing it, they're going to BITCH up the job.
But that is why, wealthy, that is why the minister said that.
Your plan can come over muffled.
Wealthy, that's why the minister said if it is sloppy, they will not get paid. Exactly. And he wasn't only speaking about
and him tell Angela Brownberg that in her face. Yeah, and hear the conversation between him and Angela.
Yes, I remember.
That's why I said to Angela.
But she said that she has a list.
Yeah, and he said that.
Let me see the radio. The man come on the radio and somebody call him about something like Winston complain about a road fix and patrol, and the man said, send me the information. Because them no if the road just fixed 2 days ago, them no get paid. And if in fact you hear him they talk about even the asphalt on the side of the road, that was one of the other conversation.
Thank you.
Guys,
And the
I
man
was trying to tell Mr. Winston as well.
Guys, listen up. Hold on,
Winston, tell Winfred.
Winston say. The course attack. You to no mind.
Alright, go on, Punkos.
Right? A subcontractor, because the NWA go do the work, get the work, but the subcontractor go get it, right? And me see in real time with the mayor tell him say, if it not do good, you understand me? You not get your money. You understand? Because they might provide all the material and everything. And him say, me I go come the personal as the mayor, come inspect the work. You understand me? I make sure come inspect it when it just done and a week after or 2 weeks after, right? And if I'm satisfied with said the work hold up, then you get your money, right? Listen, a lot of changes have been happening. Is it instantaneously? No. You understand me? We have to understand that we are coming out of a very broken system. We're coming out of a broken system. Remember, Minister Tufton said when he take over the ministry, that surgeons are using garbage bag for scrubs. You understand me? We saw where Mark Shields, when he came to Jamaica, a second man from the Scotland Yard, that him say police detective take up evidence and take up things on the crime scene with them bare hand, or them put them on a paper bag and they throw it on the back of the police car. Right? Now them have proper equipment now to do these things. When people say, oh, we are apologize, and like we are beg friend, now we are not doing that. You have to allow a process. Everything can done one time. The road, the tariff is a tertiary road. You understand me? We're not going to pay them until they clean it up. We saw that. Me and the minister do constituency, and there was a black drain there. You understand me? And he turned, and the mayor was there, and he turned to me and said, "How this is? Why this here, so? We don't want this happen."
All right.
Everybody.
Punkos, I could talk about something, right? This one I'm going to bring up now. NEDS. NEDS was highly publicized. The campaign for NEDS was all across Jamaica, right? And we would have seen where NEDS is now implemented. I think last year, November, thereabout, the first set of cards were out. The Prime Minister got his and some other person. So one and few NEDS roll out. One and few people start having them NEDS cards. And a lady said she went to somewhere in Santana, I believe it was. I think it was Duns River Falls or somewhere about. And she, them have them pricing. So if you're Jamaican, you show your ID or whatever, and you get the local rate. And the people them say them not accept the NEDS card because they don't know it. Right? Now, is that an issue for the minister or the prime minister? Or is our people, especially those in the managerial position? Because if the government now roll out a new form of identification, are you as manager to bring your staff up to date and make them know that this is now a part of the system or whatever? Because the minister already do this part. It is public knowledge. I got from the government. Them not accept it. How comes? Who is them to make that decision?
Remember when the $1,000 come out and
Jamaicans
$5,000
are
come
very
out?
uninformed.
It on TV say the $5,000 come out, right? And when we carry the $5,000 back to somebody, them say they don't know if I real money.
No people never wanted any money. It was a big deal. Enough people never wanted the money. I was in Jamaica when it come out.
Hello, guys.
The fact of the matter is, I don't want us, and if you see somebody who is uninformed, it is different. But Mr. Winston not uninformed, and he's with us every day. So when him come and behave, so it make me wonder.
The
idea, guys, you see what, guys, while me agree with me understand where Winston come from, Kizzy, because when the road them fix today, next week them mash up. Like when me I deal with now in a central. Me know say another minister fault in a Kizzy. And even though me put some of the blame on the man who run down NWA, I really the career public servant they were did from the 18.5 years of Percival and Portia, at them have tear down NWA, because the level of corruption we're going in the Kizzy. One man can just give them more money, one man fix my road and just call and the only we can do now, if we try to cut some of the corruption that is embedded in NWA from another 18.5 years of Percival and Portia. So me understand say Winston frustrated because Kizzy me tell them about shabby work, shitty work, stupid work. Me understand Winston frustrated.
That Munchie me did there Jamaica, me just come up.
It will take a while, Kizzy. You know it will take a while to get rid of them corrupt PNP people.
And it will take a while too for the people who are doing the work to understand that the standard is lifted and this shabby work and the half-up work not going to be accepted. Exactly. But that's why we support and applaud the minister for not paying for shabby work.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's why Winston now need to voice his opinion. Make it be known. Yeah, go talk.
Get the information.
You didn't bash Winston because we all live this.
Not take time with Winston. I don't know say Winston we got the man. Come on.
Right now we are living Winston. Right. Plank supposed to know they fixed Jericho Road what they here, and it's a disgrace.
Exactly.
I tell you.
So, I not blame the minister, Kizzy. I blame the contractor and the person who passed the work.
Listen, none of us not saying that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna be going back for Winston, because Winston for there, because me not approve a way to talk about him, and he's not here and he's not allowed to voice him opinion. Let Mr. Pang talk, and then when he can finish, and then we deal with.
You say, boy, just change the aisle for me. And when you go, man, to be the fan belt boss. I say, you just.
Mr. Pang, your mic muted. Unmute Mr. Pang.
The fact is, the minister says a lot of the roads are at the end of their life. So you can't go with your old car and just want an oil change, and when you dip on the road to Montego Bay, the fan belt bus, and you say you just come from the garage. The road at the end of life. So the man come on and patch the road at the end of life, the trailer and the whatever it is upon it, the two tools, it got, because the lifespan of the road them are 7 years. There's no maintenance for them. No, I have to listen.
Exactly, Mr. Pang. Tell them a while ago. Tell them.
It's at the end of life, so patching road, patching all of them road, they want to say, patch. Nah, go hold up. In the end of life.
We're experiencing something in Jamaica which we have never experienced before in our history. And I think it is causing a shock even among laborites. So let me say broadly, it is causing a shock among the citizens of Jamaica. For the first time in Jamaica's life, we have money we can fix road. But the biggest interest local companies. The two local companies said they fix and don't fix and everything all right. Within weeks, like a rainfall, and China Harbour to run them way, take over the contract from them fully, scrape off back the road, redo the road, and repave the road. So all we have had in Jamaica is little bit of money and 10 people around Jostle to get a contract because that's how they make their money. So nobody never used to do nothing properly. They use substandard material or them not have the right machinery, but they want the work. And we
used to be friend. The part that protected Jamaica.
Friend and company.
Company.
And I know contractors who used to get contract all when him not bid, because the PMP are going to get a certain amount of money out of it for run election. That's a part of it too. And we have to be mindful that the money is available now, so a lot of citizens are going to ask why the road can't fix, because they do not understand that Jamaica don't have the capacity to fix the road. We don't have the capacity. The tool command them, we see own 2 tractor and just own 2 tractor and don't know nothing about road. And we see tractor drive up and down on road and backward, dig out this and pick up that, and then 2 tools rainfall, you have to jam up, there's a black up and around, there's a flood out whenever there's a flood before. Them don't know nothing. Minister don't properly inspect the work. If the minister don't properly vet the contractor, then we are take the work, we are going to end up in a bangarang again. So all the people have to do, as Kizzy have been saying, be patient. Both Labour Right and PMP. The thing is done correctly. Because if you don't do right, we still are going to have a problem again. So be patient, that's all.
Mr. Winston, yeah. So my father come here. Mr. Winston, you all right?
Yeah.
I
am good, Plank. I am good. Listen, Plank. I don't care.
Remember, Winston on a weekly, you know. Sometimes he get emotional and passionate like the whole out, but
ball and white tears from India, man.
That be nice.
What I'm saying.
But me think Munchie the one say something before protecting protecting.
Let Munchie finish that point.
So Munchie have the floor and then we allow Winston.
I was saying, guys, that overall, Kizzy, me know you live a first world country, so you know this. Jamaica, as much as we in the on paper, they say we are developing country and whatever, our mentality is not that. Jamaica want the highest standard of absolutely everything. We want good road, we want water, we want internet. We want looking at Jamaican people, house, Kizzy, them have the nicest house, the nicest furniture, the nicest car. We want we as much as they claim this, we have to up. We want the best things, and I just hope these contractors. I mean, my prime minister is a modern prime minister, but I want the PNP people, especially kids, if you realize that Jamaican people are requiring more. You see. Young people, $20 million house. Not even PNP people not believe that. Because we know that there is no house in Jamaica for $2 million, and except you're gonna build some high-rising, rat-infested, roach-infested house down at Tivoli. Sorry, down at Arnett Garden. Not Tivoli, because Tivoli people are clean people. Down at PN land and down at back bush. Jamaican people reasonable and smart, and we know so we have to spend money to get good things. So as me said, Winston, before you left, me agree with what you have said, but the things that change. That take a little time to change, but our government is going to fix things. Because you know our government is the government that fixes things, not the PNP. All right.
Thank you, Munchie, for your perspective, and I always appreciate your perspective. I always appreciate and love it.
Winston, hold on, Winston.
Go ahead.
Here what me not appreciate with some labor rights, right? You see, people say to me all the while over the years, say, me never hear your cause JLP yet. I may say, because I have access. You understand me? There's a lot of things where people like me and Kizzy and probably Munchie disagree. Well, Mr. Munchie because MPs, Labour MPs, she disagree with certain things. She come on our platform and she do it. Me not gonna do that. You understand me? I can pick up my phone if there's a problem, and I can call an MP or a minister and say, hey, me not like what go on, you know, and then sometimes then give me the backstory from what I say, oh, so instead of me go publicly now and more access to information, and then me say, oh, okay, so you form a different opinion. Me, I'm not one of them Jamaican there. I'm educated. You understand me? So I try to seek all the information before me speak publicly. I may not speak on things that I don't know. So if me don't know, me not go say nothing yet. If me not interested, me not go say nothing. But if me want to know something, me try to seek the information first before me speak publicly. Because cussing NESTA not going to do anything, you know. You understand me? Calling out NESTA not going to do anything.
All right. All right, Punkos. You finish, Punkos?
Yeah, man.
All right. What I want to say is, Punkos, and I just wanted to just go back a little. In a couple weeks' time, I will be 51 years old. So maybe at Jamaica long time now. I am coming from the days when, even when the government usually gave out independent work or Christmas work on farm roads, right? Before your parents could get pay, you would have an inspector come from the parish council or from the land department. In those days, I think it was from the land department. And they will come and check the road, check the work, the scope of work that they give out. And if the work don't done to standard, you will not get paid, right? And I lived throughout the 90s and see where that has been eroded big time. It has been eroded in such a way that those roads now become woodland, no longer maintained.